Niggas talking about they one of us. I'm like, nah, he just runner-up. Large T's, gotta get these hoes a summer cut. APCs with a pocket full of hundreds. Name getting bigger. If it's somebody else, name me a nigga. Built my whole life from the bottom, you can spot them. Yeah. The whole city know where I stay if it's a problem. Yeah, I put it on the map. I don't be talking rap, nigga.
What's going on, peeps? Joan Williams here at The Distance. Got a video for you guys. This is a post-fight video to the bout between Marco Huck and Alexander Povetkin. Bout just ended in a majority decision in favor of Alexander Povetkin. My prediction was Povetkin by a knockout in the 10th round, 10th or 11th round, but pretty much this fight was much better than I expected it to be. It wasn't a total onslaught domination by Povetkin, which he's pretty much had over his last few opponents, over the last few years. You know, Huck came prepared to fight, but the first thing I do want to point out about this fight was a terrible ass officiating. You know, there were punches that were behind Povetkin's head, but also the referee continuously broke the fight up from rounds 10 to 12. And I was very interested in seeing what Marco Huck would try to do on the inside. Maybe it would be to his advantage to fight on the inside and kind of take, you know, the height away from, the height and the reach advantage away from Povetkin, kind of take his jab away, see what he would do like on the inside, whether he was going to land short hooks on the inside, or, you know, if he was going to kind of, you know, pull his head down or whatever. And there were moments in the fight where he was pulling Povetkin's head down, and in like the 12th round, he did hit Povetkin with a shot clearly behind the head. But just overall, I just think the referee got himself involved in the fight way too much. Just breaking up the fight just instantly when both fighters had gotten close together, and you know, and just not letting them fight on the inside. I just think that the referee should have at least given Huck and Povetkin a few seconds to see what they could have done on the inside. You know, that's just my opinion. I think the referee should have waited a few seconds before, you know, breaking both fighters up, seeing if they, you know, letting them let their hands go on the inside. But pretty much how I scored this fight, I actually scored this fight, I had 1 point for Alexander Povetkin. So it was just 1 point. It was like, I think it was like 114, 113 in favor of Povetkin. But just overall, going into the first round, did get the Huck, because if you see in the first round, Marco Huck is actually taking Povetkin out of his comfort zone. He's taking him out of his comfort zone. He's making him work. He's putting the pressure on him. He's standing in front of him. He's, you know, kind of bum rushing him a little bit. But I just think that Huck did enough work in that first round for him to win. You know, in the second and third round, gave to Povetkin. Povetkin controlled the fight very well behind his jab and his body attack, and you know, he landed a few shots to the body and just controlled the fight, backed Huck up a few times. And, you know, pretty much just had full control in this round, fourth round. Povetkin came in and he had full control until Huck landed a big shot on him. And, you know, had spurts in the round to where he worked and let his hands go from time to time. And he was trying to kind of tie up in this round, kind of clear his head a little bit. I actually had a 10-10 round. I thought both of them did enough to win. So I'm not afraid to score around, you know, 10-10. So overall, going into that fifth round, I had it close, like I had pretty much a draw going into that after the fifth round, going into the sixth round. Six I gave to Povetkin. Povetkin did strong work at the end of that round in order to win it. 7 was Huck because Huck did enough. I thought did enough work to win the round. I thought he did enough work to win that round. Worked a lot more, let his hands go a lot more. Round 8 I gave to Povetkin, but by barely, but not by much. You know, he was, and you could tell in that round 8 that he was tired. You know, just because he was exerting himself a whole lot, and Huck was just putting a lot of pressure on him. 9 Povetkin, 10 I gave to Huck, and I gave that round to Huck just based on sheer aggression, and Povetkin pretty much was holding and tying up a lot in that round. But that's one of those rounds where the referee had inserted himself a lot and made them break up as soon as they got close. 11 I gave to Povetkin. I thought Povetkin did, you know, some good work in that round in order to warrant the winning that round. And of course I gave and at the end of round 11, I must note, at the end of round 11, he did cut Marco Huck with a left hook. Got a cut above his right eye at the end of that round. In round 12, of course, I'm going to go with Marco Huck. Marco Huck won round 12. So pretty much that tie round for me is what gave Povetkin the 1 point win. Though I thought there should have been, if the fight was like in the States and you had, and depending on the referee, I think that Huck probably would have been taken out of his own comfort zone with how he fights. Just the fact that, you know, he was hitting behind the head the Royal Rabbit punches coming from Marco Huck. So it's overall, this is a fight. This was actually a good fight for Povetkin. This was a fight with a fighter that just took him out of his comfort zone. He pressured, he threw punches, he let his hands go, and even you know, hit him behind the head, even backed him up a little bit, caught him with a few good shots. And it seems as if Huck was looking to kind of take that championship from him. And a lot of people, including myself, thought, you know, I believe this fight was in Germany. And with this being in Germany, you know, I thought, you know, Huck was probably going to come away with the decision at the end of the fight. But just overall, you know, Povetkin on my card, got the 1 point. I think on other cards, he got like 3 points and 2 points. But on the 2 cards that he won on, but mine, I have him only by 1 point. So anyway, peeps, let me know what you think. That was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.